Imagine living in a place where being born in the wrong body, isn't just a personal struggle, it's a battle for survival. In many conservative countries, being transgender isn't seen as different, it's seen as dangerous. For thousands of transgender women, life means hiding from their families, their communities, and sometimes, the law itself. Today, we re-uncovering the hidden lives of transgender women in conservative cultures, women who fight every day just to exist. In many traditional societies, gender roles are strict and absolute. Men are expected to act one way, and women another. Anyone who steps outside that box faces judgment, rejection, or worse. For a transgender woman, someone born male but identifying and living as female, that reality can mean living in fear every single day. Let's start in Tonga, a small, deeply religious island nation in the Pacific. Here, transgender women are known as leitis. Even though cross-dressing is illegal and same-sex relations are condemned, the leitis continue to exist proudly. They organize beauty pageants, support networks, and advocacy groups to help one another survive. Some risk imprisonment just for wearing a dress, but they do it anyway because it's who they are. Now let's travel to Indonesia. In the city of Yogyakarta, there's a small Islamic boarding school unlike any other. It's called Pondok Pesantren Waria, a school founded by a transgender woman named Shinta Retri. It offers a safe space for transgender Muslims, known locally as waria, to pray, learn, and live without fear. Many of these women were rejected by their families or forced out of their homes. In this school, they finally find something that society denies them: dignity and acceptance. Then there's Paraguay, a conservative country in South America where transgender women often face violence and discrimination. Many are rejected as children, forced into the streets, or targeted by police. Without legal recognition, they can't change their names or gender on official documents. That means even simple things like applying for a job or renting an apartment become impossible. Some find refuge in community shelters like Casa de Versa, but for many, survival itself is a daily act of resistance. Across all these countries, transgender women face the same painful barriers: rejection from family, violence from strangers, a lack of legal protection. Many end up unemployed, relying on sex work or informal labor to survive. Others face religious condemnation, told that their identity is a sin or a curse. And yet, despite all this, they persist. They build underground communities, secret shelters, and support networks. They create their own families when their real ones abandon them. They find joy in small things, laughter among those who understand their pain, and hope in the idea that one day, things might change. There are signs of progress. In some countries, small legal victories are being won. A few governments have allowed gender marker changes on identification cards. Others are introducing anti-discrimination laws. But progress often brings backlash. Powerful religious and political movements have risen to fight what they call gender ideology, spreading fear and misinformation. Even where protections exist, they're often ignored. Violence continues. Hate crimes go unpunished. And transgender women remain among the most at-risk groups in the world. But if there's one thing that stands out in all these stories, it's resilience. The strength to keep going when everything tells you to stop. The bravery to exist in a world that refuses to see you. These women are more than victims. They are fighters. They are artists, activists, and survivors. They represent a universal truth, that identity cannot be erased by law, by religion, or by fear. Their lives remind us that equality isn't just about laws. It's about empathy. It's about understanding that every person, no matter where they're from or who they are, deserves to live without fear. So, if you were born into a society that rejected your identity, would you hide, or would you fight? Because for these women, hiding is survival. But fighting, that's freedom. If you want to hear more stories the world tries to ignore, subscribe and join me as we explore the truths, the secrets, and the struggles that shape our planet.